Hello, Easy Rolled friends. Julia Rogers Hamrick here with Rolly. Hello, Roll. And Lila, the Easy Rolled Dachshunds. And I want to talk to you about something that's come up for me lately, but that's been going on in my life for a while now. And that is the issue of security, in particular, financial security. I was writing in my Easy Rolled day book the other day. I was actually going to hold up the day book, but I left it in my office, and now, as you can see, I'm trapped and can't go anywhere to get it. But my Easy Rolled day book is what I use to center myself in Easy World in the morning or at the beginning of the day. My beginning of my day isn't always in the morning. But I write in my Easy Rolled day book to clarify things and get myself firmly ensconced in Easy World. And one of my favorite parts of the Easy Rolled day book is the part that asks, what do I want to say to my spirit today? And then, what does my spirit have to say to me today? And I was writing in it last week, I believe it was, and I said, you know, Spirit, I really love my life. I just want to feel financially secure. And guess what? My Spirit said back to me, okay, then feel that way. Just feel that way. And of course, I was like, yeah, but what I really want is a guarantee, you know, one of those guarantees from the mundane world, from difficult world, that says you're going to have X amount of money flowing in on a continuous basis forever and ever. That's what I want. And Spirit says, oh, well, you know, you have that in Easy World. That's where that is. And I said, yeah, I know. But what I really want is for there to be some kind of pile of money or some kind of, you know, just guaranteed source of income right now in a practical way. And Spirit said, oh, I see. You want another illusion. I'm like, an illusion? Oh, come on. And you know what I was immediately guided to think about is when the sense of, financial insecurity began is when my husband Rick was laid off from his very steady, high-paying, good job unexpectedly back in 2008. And, you know, prior to then, there was this X amount coming in every month and X amount to depend on, and so I felt financially secure. Well, then the recession came along and bingo bango, whoops, there went that source of security. And it took a really long time for Rick to find another job because of the way things were. And that job turned out not to be a good fit, which launched him and it launched me into an inquiry of, okay, well, what needs to happen here? And, you know, Rick asking himself, is that really the thing that I've done all my life for work? Is that really what I want to do? And the answer was no. But there hasn't been yet a discovery of a passion for something that could be turned into that more, you know, the standard salary or that illusion of continual monthly income. And I also realized that that's probably not in the cards. And it's probably not in the cards for a lot of you who are watching this. And it may have been in the cards at one point to have that. It may have been something that you depended on. But there's a big paradigm shift happening. And it is just not going to work for us to do things anymore purely for the sake of money. We need to really love what we're doing. We need to do it because it's something we're passionately interested in. And it's not going to work to just have a job to have a job. In fact, my neighbor, who is someone who's been laid off and found another job and laid off and found another job in this economy, it recently was laid off again. And he said, well, you know, it's really been harder this time. I haven't been able to find a job. But he was also telling me about what he was interested and excited about wasn't anything to do with the job he was looking for. So I happened to, you know, it just came to me as we were parting ways after chatting out in the yard. I just said, you know, I think it'll be a lot easier for you to find work and to find what you love if you stop trying to find a job doing what you don't want to do. So, you know, that kind of security isn't really viable anymore. And the whole concept of security as we've always known it isn't viable anymore. What we're being called upon to do is have faith in the unending, continual provision of Source via our tenancy in Easy World. In Easy World, everything is supplied. Everything is provided for us effortlessly. Does that mean we don't do anything for it? No. It means we don't effort for it. We don't do stuff we don't want to do. We do stuff that we love to do and that we're passionate about and excited about, and that is how we earn our way in the world. And maybe that pays us a salary, and maybe it brings us money and living in another way. But the whole concept of trading your blood, sweat, and tears for money to live on that's falling apart. So, you know, I think there are a few things to take note of here. One, everything's changed. You may have noticed. Two, that the concept in difficult world or the mundane world of security is an illusion. You know, even people who thought they had it made for life and then some, plenty to hand down, you know, they may have invested with Bernie Madoff and now look where they are. Or invested in some great stock portfolio that turned out that the stock market fell, or they sold off stuff before that recovered, or, you know, whatever. Now they don't have that stock money. You know, whatever the case is, some of this old idea of security is being proven to be totally illusory. But Easy World is where real security is, because in Easy World, everything is provided when you need it, in the right amount that you need it. It doesn't you don't necessarily get a whole bunch of money in advance. You may get it right when you need it. And the more that you trust in Easy World and breathe into Easy World and choose Easy World, especially when Difficult World and the Difficult World dictator is saying, you're running out of money, you don't have a place to live, or you're not going to be able to buy groceries or whatever. Choose Easy World. That, you know, whole thing of where we thought our source was before, that's not where it is. The source is the source of all, and our alignment with it depends on being in Easy World. Not worrying, having faith, breathing, relaxing, allowing, enjoying, watching the magic unfold. So I would just advise us all to start consciously letting go of that old notion of security in finances or in relationships or in anything. We can lose that stuff, but we can't lose if we're aligned with Source, which is the source of all, of abundance, of love, of everything. So I am loving at the same time that I'm scared, loving, living in a greater way on faith, trusting even though externally there's no evidence from 1 week to the next, you know, where the flow is coming from. As I continue to do what I love and what I'm passionate about, somehow life just keeps providing. And as you follow what you love to do and you open up and trust Spirit, trust the source and trust your alignment in a greater and greater way, it will prove itself out. The more faith you have, the more proof you'll have. And you can't wait till you have proof in order to have faith, because that's not how it works. So that, I believe, is what I have to say for now. And so I'm going to sign off. I'm Julia Rogers Hamrick, and this is Lila and Rolly, who's asleep, saying bye for now and love to all.